Everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie, and today I am starting a new series, and I'm calling this one Use Your Kits. So I have in front of me a bunch of SCT Sampler kits as well as some Citrus Twist kits. They're smaller kits, and you could use them for scrapbooking or for other projects, and I'm going to actually try and use some of these in a smaller project that I want to do. So it looks like Memory Decks cards are making a comeback, and I have this handmade box that I got at a class and I never ended up using it for anything, and I have a couple of cards in here, but I do have some dies to make some more cards, so that's one thing. And then there is a Memory Decks weekly challenge that is going on Instagram, and the people that are putting it on are at Studio D and at Carolyn_May_M. And so every week they give you a challenge. Now I haven't started and they're already up to week 10, maybe week 11. So I have written down the first 10. And I've gone through all my kits and I pulled out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6 of them that I can use to make a Memory Decks card. These ones didn't quite make the cut, and neither did the Citrus Twist ones, so these ones will go back on the shelf. But some of the ones that I'm thinking of doing are Shine Bright Like a Diamond, Pretty in Pink, a 6-letter word, Totally Rad, Roses Are Red. I don't have anything for Lucky in Love, so I have to look for something for that. The Rainbow Connection, and I think I've got one for using stamps. So that's kind of where I'm going to focus doing these on. Now this is just for fun. They're not necessarily memory cards. Like, I'm not going to put photos or anything on them. They're just going to be just crafty little goodness, let's call it that. I might find a quote or something and maybe put it on there. I'm not sure yet. But basically, I'm going to use my kits, at least part of them. Obviously, I'm not going to use all of them to make these, but just as a way to use up some of them. So let me get a little bit organized here, pull out the kit and the pieces I think I'm going to use, talk you through it, and then I will show you the end results. So let's get to it. Okay, so I've decided that these are going to be challenging. It's such a little canvas that it's really hard to do a whole lot of stuff on here. So by the time I got the hashtag shine on there and then the rest of the quote, I didn't have a whole lot of space left, so I just decided to use more of these holographic foam thickers and fill them up with the stars. So I think it gets the point across. It's kind of cute. I haven't decided if I'm going to do anything on the back side. Maybe a quote or something like that, but for now I'm going to call week 1 done. Okay, so here's my second card. I just cut out the Memory Decks card from some patterned paper. This was a die cut postcard that I just cut to size. There was a frame with these like pink flowers and stuff in there. I added the prompt Pretty in Pink inside the frame, and then I just looked for whatever pink embellishments I had and jazzed this up. And then I just did a little bit of journaling talking about how when I was a young girl I rebelled against the color pink. I didn't think that I liked it, or rather I refused to like it because I felt like it was being forced on me. I think, you know, as a young girl, that everything is pink. But now, you know, with age, I can appreciate the color for what it is, and I really, really do now like pink. So anyways, I just thought I'd do a little journaling about that. Okay, so moving on to the next one. I don't know, I think this one's a little bit gaudy, but anyways, it is what it is. So this was my 6-letter word, Gather, and I just used the sticker Together is the best place to be, and I just put a little note that sometimes it's hard to be so far away from family. And basically I added the bow and blinged it out with the sequins. I still have a few left, but I did refrain. I know, hard to believe, right? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let me put this away and move on to the next one, which I think is Totally Rad. Here's my Totally Rad Memory Decks card. Turned out okay. I probably could have left the beach bum out, but you know, it is what it is. So moving on. Next one is Roses Are Red. Okay, so this is my finished card. Super simple. I did pull out some more of those gold sequins from a previous kit, and then I added some Ranger liquid pearls in Buttercup because it was on my desk. Why not? But this does mean I do need to set this aside to dry. To kind of make this read a little more red, I added a red tab at the top and a red label. And I mentioned, of course, roses are red, but pink and yellow and everything else, so that, you know, I think I can get away with it. Anyway, so that is this card. The next one is Lucky in Love. Okay, so this is my Lucky in Love. I used the words blessed with the puff. These are thicker, foam thickers, with the flower to kind of go with the flower motif of this little ephemera piece. And then the heart, I added a few enamel dots, and it just, you know, said that I'm very thankful for my family and that I'm truly blessed. So that's what that card is. And the next one is 3 colors, 2 die cuts, and 1 word, and I don't think I have anything planned for that, so I'm going to skip over that one and go to the Rainbow Connection. Okay, so this one's another one that's pretty simple. I just layered a couple pieces of cardstock. I think I might draw a black border around this one yet. I used the small alphabets from another kit that I used earlier on. They're from Jelly Bean Soup, and then the puffies from this particular kit, and some enamel dots, and we're going to call this one done. Okay, so I think I found something to make the 3 colors, 2 die cuts, and 1 word work. It's from the autumn it's from the October 2019 collection with an autumn theme. I'm going to use this plaid paper, and basically I'm fudging it a little bit. I want to say this color here is the same as this color, so we're cheating just a little. So let me put this together and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is how my card turned out. I just made a little journaling about how I believe part of being happy is being thankful and content with where you're at. And that's just something that I like to keep in mind. Anyways, this card is done. The next one is going to be using stamps, and I'm going to use the same kit because it had a stamp set in there. Here's my little using stamps. I used stamps to create a border all the way around the edge of the card, and then of course I stamped the little floral image, which I colored in with colored pencils, and then I just used some other elements from the kit to embellish, and then the enamel dots are actually from my stash. So that is number 9, and the last one is put a bow on it. That one's going to be tricky. I don't think I have anything with a bow, so I might have to go and dig in my stash. Let me go and do some digging. You want to hear something funny? So I went to my little container of bows and tassels, found a bow, and then I remembered I already did one with a bow on it. I should have used that one for the bow and come up with a different 6-letter word, but that's okay. Here's my put a bow on it card. I just added that paper clip bow. I punched out a circle from some of the cardstock, added the die cut piece, and then made a little banner, and then put the word spring on there. And then these are just some of the epoxy stickers and the button that were in the kit. And we're going to call this one done. So that is it for these Memory Decks cards. I'm all caught up. Let me show you what they look like in the little container. I think it looks super cute. See how well you can see. You can flip through them. I like having the different layers sticking up, so I think I might have to do a little bit more of that as I go on. There's one card that's missing because it's got those liquid pearls on them, and they're still drying. Okay, so now as for the kits that I have left, I am going to go through them, and I'm going to make an assessment of whether or not I think I can make a scrapbook page or some cards out of them. And if I can, I will leave the kits as is, and if not, I will dismantle them. And basically what will happen then is the 6x6 papers that I have will go in my 6x6 paper collection. Any ephemera pieces and stuff will end up in my die cut and sticker binder and go from there. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I hope this inspires you to get out some of your kits and, you know, maybe try something new. You know, a different format, different project, that kind of thing. It's kind of fun to shake things up. So until next time, happy crafting.